I'm tired again. Uh, I don't know what I'm gonna label this one yet, but I had a thought today, and I'm wondering if there's anybody who will at all relate to this idea. I was driving I work nights. It's the morning here, and I got off work, and I'm driving to the gym, and I was thinking to myself how I'm really not working out for my health. More so it's for my self-esteem and my own, I don't know, personal wants. I don't know, vanity, ego. I don't know. Um, but I more do it to build the way I want to look. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. And then I was thinking about health, and I had a conversation with a guy today, and the basis of this how is that I almost think that there's not a cut and paste. There's not a cut and paste real form of health. We have everybody talking about health. And if you do this, you live longer. If you do this, you prevent cancer. If you do this, if you have vitamin C, you prevent cancer. If you have vitamin C, your sickness will go away. And I always look at what people do, and I notice that health is not real. It's like, for instance, oh, if you eat good, your life will be like this. If you eat bad, your life will be like this. If you do drugs, your life will be like this. None of that stuff is real. I mean, I knew a girl who ate nothing but cheeseburgers. Literally, her diet consisted of cheeseburgers and pizza. And she had nearly perfect health. Her blood pressure was great, perfect body, tight little butt, flat little stomach, tight little thighs, and all this chick ate was burgers and fucking pizza. And she had a beautiful, beautiful body and was healthy. And and yet on the other hand, I know people. I met this woman one time who was supposedly a vegan, and she was really big, like really big. And unless she was lying, but it's like it makes you wonder, like, wait, how, what? And I was looking at a video one day about like shamans in like Amazon jungles and stuff, and I was thinking about how they eat out there in the places where they haven't been caught up by like American civilization, and they're like eating all organic, and this shaman was like huge, man. And what I was talking about with a buddy at work was dementia and Alzheimer's, and how they say that using your brain can prevent Alzheimer's. For instance, reading, writing, memorization can reverse Alzheimer's and prevent it. Not true. My grandmother was a writer for like a Christian newspaper or some shit like that. And now my grandmother is in a home fading away due to dementia. She doesn't talk anymore. She doesn't she's halfway coherent, but she'll like look past you. So it's almost like she's gone. Um, and sometimes you'll get her to look at you and smile, but for the most part, she's gone. So I think to myself, and it's like I say I don't work out for my health because I don't believe in health. Because every day since the day you were born, you are decaying. It's an ongoing process, and every single moment, every single second of the day, you are closer and closer to death. And I often think about this stuff too because of all this, Buddhism and then that book I talked about in my other video, the Tibetan Book of Living and Dying. Death is always knocking, and we always try to prevent it. You know what I mean? Like, well, what's the new? Like, I don't know if you ever met one of these people. It's like, what's the new best health thing that's going to keep me alive? And it's like, man, who you fooling? Like, you're not going to run from it. You know, like a lot of people, you may look healthy because you work out. You know, That doesn't mean you're healthy. I mean, cancer strikes at any moment. Sickness, pneumonia strikes at any moment. I got pneumonia like 4 or 5 months ago when I started like being pretty healthy. Yeah, I smoked cigarettes, but it's when I started like eating like gluten free and I like dropped a lot of sugar and I get fucking pneumonia. Yeah, I'm alive still, but that's a pretty serious illness, you know? And it's like another illusion, you know what I mean? Healthy. Here's the new next best thing. Do this and you'll live longer. Do this and you'll live longer. And it's like another story. I knew a woman I used to work with who she knew a guy who exercised more than anybody she ever met. Super healthy, ate super good, bang, dies of prostate cancer. You see, we keep trying to find the next fucking fountain of youth. And maybe that's bad and maybe it's good and we'll find it. But being a human, part of it is being faulted. And we're trying to search for this invincibility. You're not staying here. The story doesn't last forever, you know? And if it does, this story right here doesn't last forever. And we fight it. We eat healthy. Be a vegan. Take your vitamins. And that's why I don't always follow science. That's why people who are like, science is everything. I'm like, no. You're using all this stuff that sounds completely legitimate and you could talk about, that sounds really smart, and I don't even know the wordage. Um, I don't know, metabolism and calories and I don't know. And it's like, it don't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. You're not fighting anything. You know, it doesn't really matter what you do. Yeah, I eat gluten free. It makes me feel better. I'm not doing it to be healthy. I do it because it makes me feel better. You know? Um, but it's not going to prevent me from dying, you know? It's like, what is health? What is health? Is it there? Is it just a mirage you're running to in the desert, and once you get there you're like, oh man, I'm still going to die someday, you know? And like I said, you know, if health is real, then why is it that I personally know people who live off cheeseburgers and are completely healthy? Why is it that I know people who have drank heavily and smoked heavily their whole lives and lived to their 90? My grandma was an alcoholic. My grandma smoked till she was 60. Yeah, it gave her some problems, but she was alive till she was like 85. So I say that I wonder if there's anybody who can resonate with this, because I tend to look at things like this, you know, like the things that are popular and just the way the world is, and I don't look at the world like people tell me to look at it. I look at it from my standpoint, and I say, wait, this shit don't make sense, man. What is health? That's what I'll name it. What is health? Because you can't change the inevitable, right? It's almost like if it's predestined, you're gonna go regardless. You could be healthy and get hit by a car tomorrow. You know, isn't that ironic? Don't you think?